Alright guys, welcome back. VE700V coming at you from Vancouver Island, British Columbia. Today, what we're going to be showing you guys is how to set up your Xiegu G90 and your Digirig. Before we start, you're going to need four things. You're going to need your 3.5mm headphone jack, your cat, and then what you're going to need is you're going to need another 3.5mm jack, 3.5mm jack. The next thing you're going to need is the Digirig itself. And then obviously your radio. What we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to take our cat cable and plug it into our audio port on the Digirig. So let's go ahead and do that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take the green little one, which is our 3.5 to 3.5, plug it into the serial jack. And then on the other end of the Digirig, we can take our USB cable, plug it in, and then on our Xiegu G90, we can take the other end of our 3.5mm jack from serial, plug it into our user accessory port on our Xiegu G90 like that, and then take our cat cable and then just plug it into our ACC port on the back of our radio. Alright, and then once it's all done, it's going to look something like this. And then we're ready to plug it in and head to our desktop. Once we're on our desktop, we're going to want to go ahead and navigate to our home menu, press the Windows icon, and then look up Device Manager. Once that loads up, we're going to go ahead and look for ports, COM and LPT. We're going to expand the menu, and we're going to look for a device named Silicon Labs CP210X USB to UART bridge, COM3. To ensure that this is the right device, we're going to go ahead and unplug our Digirig, wait for Device Manager to reload, and then as you can see there's no COM devices anymore, and then plug it back in again. And then it reappears. We're going to need to ensure a couple settings are correct on our Digirig port. So right click it, click on Properties, go over to Port Settings, and then make sure everything is like this. Click OK. Then we're going to close a couple devices here. Once again, I know this is my Digirig, so we can go ahead and go to Properties. Let's rename it Digirig. And then we can head over to our levels, set them to something like this. Make sure all your settings are correct. Once you've got that done, click Apply and OK. And then what you can do is you can go ahead and set this as your default device, and then your headphones, so whatever you're listening on, to your default communication device. So you've got that, we're going to head over to the recording section. Obviously you can set your microphone. I don't have one. But what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and right click on this one, which is our Digirig. Set it to your default device. Go to Properties. Set it to Digirig. Click OK. We're going to go back to Properties. Select Listen. Uncheck Listen to this device. Go to Custom. Some people uncheck AGC. I haven't found a difference. And then set your level to 72. Once you got that, you're going to go ahead and click OK. Make sure to click Apply. Click OK again, and close out of everything. Once we've got that on, we're going to go ahead and launch our WSJT-X. The download will be linked in the description. Once we've got that, you might hear a click on your radio, you might not. That's totally normal. We're going to navigate to our WSJT-X settings. You can go ahead and set your call sign and your grid number. and then navigate over to the radio tab. Under rig, you're going to look for Xiegu G90, and then select the COM port under which you saw in your device manager. Set your baud rate to 19200. Data bits you can leave on default. Stop bits default. Handshake none. Set ham loop to 64. PTT method to RTS. Once again, select your COM port. So mine is COM3. Mode to data packet. Split operation to rig. And then once you've got all that done, you can go ahead and click test cat. And we get a green light. So that means it's all set up. And once you've got that down, you can go ahead and press OK. And then our radio is set up. Now what we can do is we can use this and we can select a band. And it's going to go ahead and change the band on our radio. Additionally, you can go over to the wide graph. And make sure you select in your radio audio devices as your input to Digirig and your Digirig. Once you do that, you're going to start to see a graph appear, and we can just wait for our thing to propagate. So I've let it run for a couple of seconds. As you can already see, there's people calling CQ. I've got some other people, and like this. If you liked the video, make sure you like and subscribe. Comment if you have any questions. I'll be sure to answer them in the description. If you have anything like that, bye-bye. This is Victor Echo 7, Oscar Victor. Bye-bye.